Twilight's final salvo, the final chapter.
I'm back. Now, let's see who I can gather to conquer Equestria once more.
An evil laugh filled the cave as the shadow of a large ram was cast on the wall from the fire.
Lord Tyrek.
Chrysalis greeted when she regained her bearings.
How nice to meet you.
What do you want from me? Tyrek snapped. I assume you have a reason for summoning me?
I didn't summon you.
Chrysalis sounded bored.
I appeared in this rather forlorn cave, just like you. I'd like to meet whoever has the magic to teleport both of us here without our consent. A centaur and a changeling.
A voice hissed from the shadows in one of the tunnels.
Just my luck. Just when I thought I was finally free from the bucking time stream, I was teleported to some kind of posse meeting. Show yourself, dear.
Chrysalis examined her hoof. It was charred black, blacker than usual, a reminder of her greatest enemy.
I'd hate to kill someone who could be a potential ally.
An indigo-maned unicorn stepped out of the shadows, her scowl evident.
Why have you teleported me here?
Starlight Glimmer demanded.
I was on the brink of my revenge against Twilight Sparkle.
How coincidental, a deep voice drawled as shadows pooled to form a unicorn clad in silver armor. I was on my way to do so too. Somber grinned. It looks like we have a common enemy.
Same here.
A high-pitched filly chipped in.
She sabotaged my spell and my grand plan.
Cozy Glow grinned.
Golly, what a coincidence.
Enemy schmoosh. Discord popped into existence.
Seriously, you thought I wouldn't notice all of you escaping your prisons at the same time? What kind of team-up is this?
Discord, Tyrek snarled. You'll pay for assisting Sparkle to defeat me. He breathed in deeply before his horns lit up. Discord shook his head. Not this time, two horns. Discord snapped his fingers and a cage appeared around Tyrek, causing him to bang his head against the bars, canceling his spell.
I learned my lesson from the last time. Are you insane?
Chrysalis hissed at Tyrek.
He's the Lord of Chaos. What makes you think that you can take him on?
I did it once, and I'll do it again. Tyrek growled. I was suffering for 1.5 years because of Sparkle. They threw my burnt and broken body in Tartarus, and I almost died. It was only because of Tartarus's potent healing and the immortality it grants you while you were there that kept me alive.
Did you say Sparkle?
Chrysalis's face twisted into one of hatred.
Her death could not come sooner for me. Her spell made me writhe in pain in the dungeons for hours, my skin burning. Only the mercy.
She spat the word in disgust.
Of the Sun Princess saved my life.
Oh no. Discord sounded disappointed.
Sparkle's a dear friend of mine. Do you really think that I'd let you team up and go after her? We're not teaming up.
Starlight snarled, her horn lighting up in a crescendo of power.
I was teleported here by force.
Discord blinked. Well, I didn't do that. I'm pretty sure that was only supposed to happen 1 year later, when I enacted my plan to... He looked deep in thought as he trailed off. Oh, I see. Tyrek squeezed through the bars, his thin frame allowing him to do so. Buck off, Discord, he growled. I may not be able to take you now, but I will do so when I have enough magic. Gentle colts and fillies, Discord smoothly said. I'm sure you're all overreact. He yelped as a magic bolt flew over his head. What was that for?
Oh, of course you'd say that.
Chrysalis sneered.
You're buddies with Sparkle now.
You know, Discord grinned. I could capture you all right now, but I won't. I want to see the expression on your faces when none of you can beat her, when you team up against her. I wish you good luck. You're gonna need it. What? Discord protested, as he saw all of them advance upon him with glares on their faces. All of their horns lit up at the same time, and he recognized the spell building on their horns. I suppose I shouldn't have mentioned Sparkle. They blew him up.
No.
Chrysalis glanced around the room.
To order. If none of you summoned us here, then who did?
I did.
A commending voice answered, as a blue-colored goat stepped out of the shadows and onto a ledge above them. His horns were impressively big and curled backwards. You? Tyrek sounded odd as he looked upon the ram.
Me.
The ram agreed.
I brought you all here so that we could conquer Equestria. Sparkle and her friends are a menace, Sparkle even more so. All of you have a common enemy.
An orb levitated out onto the table.
Twilight Sparkle.
The orb flashed as an image of the Lavender Alicorn laughing was cast onto it. Tyrek snarled at that image, and the rest all had looks of hatred on them.
She trapped me in the bucking time stream!
Starlight yelled.
She blew up the damn spell and also took everything away from me. My town, my life, I was stuck in the past 4 years because of her. She blew me up.
Chrysalis snarled.
I was on the brink of my victory. Then she fucking just blew me up and destroyed my plans. Now my army of changelings are do-gooders, reformed by her and her friends.
She set traps for me beside the Crystal Heart, Sombra recalled. I was thrown to the wisps, barely alive as a sliver of shadow in the frozen north.
Twilight Sparkle sabotaged my magic-stealing spell.
Cozy chirped.
I'll do anything to defeat her. The spell blew up in my face.
She gestured at the burn scars on her face.
You all have a mutual enemy.
Grogar grinned.
And together, you will take her down. Once that is done...
He threw his head back and did the evil villain laugh.
We'll rule Equestria.
2 months later...
Grogar, eh?
Twilight observed the spinning picture.
But an Equestria destroying level threat? Why'd you wait 2 months to tell us? We could have prevented the Sombra attack.
Yup, and I needed intel. Discord nodded. So, what are your plans?
Oh, I've got one.
Twilight winked, before looking at her fellow princesses.
I know I promised not to blow anything up, but this one is a seriously evil villain. You gotta let me have this one. For once...
Caden shifted uncomfortably.
I am fine with it. All the villains that you've defeated before have escaped from their prisons, assisted by this Grogar. And according to what you said, Discord, he has his bell. We can't take any chances. No, absolutely not!
Celestia snapped.
We're not blowing anything up! Oh, come on, sister.
Luna pouted.
It'd be fun! And we'd take down every villain at the same time, once and for all. Twilight went easy on them, which is why they're still around to cause havoc. Not only that...
Twilight added.
I need you threes to help too. Luna knows my spells, so she'll be with me. But Princess Celestia, Cadence, you don't want anything to do with this, right? That is correct.
Cadence nodded.
Even if they are evil, I hate the idea of just ending someone that way. And I, of course, will not support this.
Celestia answered.
You have the power of friendship, Twilight. You can use it. Friendship is useless here.
Twilight dismissed the idea.
The elements were destroyed from the whole thing with Sombra, and I don't think that we can replicate what we did. Then what are you going to do, Twilight?
Celestia sighed.
Even you can't take all of them on at the same time. I know.
Twilight nodded.
Which is why I'll need your magic and cadences for Luna. What? Oh, and evacuate Canterlot, then get ready to hire builders. Oh. Where are you hiding, Sparkle?
Chrysalis cooed.
I've got a present for you!
She blasted a hole into the wall of the throne room.
You can't hide forever from me!
Tyrek smashed through the door of the throne room.
Sparkle!
He roared.
Come out from wherever you're hiding. Surrender, and I'll make it quick. We have the bell and Grogar's magic. You are no match for us.
I agree.
Starlight tore a hole into the space-time barrier and trotted into the throne room through it, along with Cozy Glow. As her hoof stepped onto the marble, the rip closed behind her. She folded her wings in, the bell having made her an alicorn.
We know you're in here. My spell detects your magic. I'm actually not.
A hologram of Twilight flickered into place.
I just left several presents behind that are filled with my magic. You see, I know you'd all come after me. You all hate me, don't you? Well, just 10 minutes before.
10 minutes ago?
Here.
Twilight gestured at a section of the floor. Luna nodded, setting yet another trap there.
Don't you think this is going overboard?
Luna asked as she glanced around the throne room, every section of it rigged to Tartarus with explosive traps.
You even are gonna trigger them all yourself with all of our magic combined. I also have Trixie's patented supremely great and powerful fireworks, trademark.
Twilight grinned.
She made those at my School of Explosions. They're extremely good for loud explosions and stuff. I wish Celestia would allow me to attend.
Luna pouted.
That sounds like fun, it really does. But how did you even get the EEA to approve it? They didn't.
Twilight smirked.
I just, did a little bribery. You know how it goes. Oh, and pulling my princess rank, of course. So now, we're independent of the EEA. Huzzah!
Luna cheered.
Thank you, Twilight, for not being as stuffy as sister. I was worried that you'd turn out like her when I heard that you were her personal student. I would've.
Twilight nodded.
If it wasn't for, blowing you up. I'm really sorry for that. Oh, no.
Luna shook her head.
It wasn't your fault. More of mine than anything for giving into the nightmare. Well then.
Twilight smiled as she examined the spells.
Time to give me all the magic. I'll blow this place to Tartarus and hopefully those far along with it.
Luna clapped with her hooves.
I'll get the popcorn.
The present time.
I wish you good luck.
Twilight's hologram winked.
As Discord once said.
The hologram winked out. Chrysalis rushed to the window trying to see if Twilight was there. And she was. Twilight grinned.
Sometimes you just gotta revert to the basics.
A corona of magic had already formed on her horn, the spell's power crackling in the air.
We're booked, aren't we?
Starlight whispered.
Yep.
Cozy shrugged.
Golly, what a way to go.
The worlds blew up in a crescendo of fire and explosions. As Twilight's spell hit the throne room, every single trap activating. Rubble flew everywhere, as yet more spells ignited, fireworks launching into the air with thousands of explosions happening all at once. The throne room collapsed, along with the wing of Camelot Castle that it was in.
Worth it.
Luna grinned as she chomped on the popcorn with Discord beside her. All of them were watching from the top of Mount Cannerhorn.
The bill for the builders is gonna be expensive, but the site alone is worth it.
Celeste sighed and face-oved.
Oh.
As more explosions went off, everyone could hear Twilight's exuberant cheer.
Curse you, Twilight Sparkle!
Grogar grumbled as he broke out of the cage the villains had put him in after betraying him.
I'll have my revenge, just not now.
Nope.
Discord popped into existence in front of him.
The author wants to finish the series here.
You're gonna blow me up, aren't you?
Grogar deadpanned.
Yep.
Discord snapped his fingers and Grogar blew up. What a way to end off this explosively magnificent story with a bang. If you haven't seen any of the previous ones that he's done yet, you just need to read them. Because it's a guarantee that you're gonna laugh every single time you read each one. Now let's get on to our extremely intelligent donators. Top donators Peter Coulthard, J Tin Man, Darkside, Gauntlet, and only one thing. Zar630, Rayden, Narwhals, Blackmoonheart, Pastel Skies, Austin Roland, Crazy Killer 557, Stu Hex, Will, Omicron Lyre, Chris, Dospo, Delta Omega, Jack Cadge, RuneSlight 9852, Madman Stan, Leslie Perkett, Drake Love Dragon, Hanzo Norman, Stephen Bingham, Line God 12, Sorcerer Constantine, Hudzaza, Grimwolf, and many more spectacular people. Thank you all so much for watching this video and live life to the fullest.